Black to the future. They say if you live in the past, you won't have real estate in the present. I'm far removed from royalty, but a direct descendant. To know your history is total reinvention. So time travel with me in the fourth dimension, where Africans always wore animal headdresses and believed in signs from the universe as God's messages. The monuments and relics are the last vestiges. We the masons of civilization and impressionists. Some survived the middle passage, violent currents in Grand Rapids, and capturers who were savage. Blood sprayed across the atlas. The rebels took their muskets and wet their heads. Original boom Baptists. Black patriots fighting against fascists, aiming to raise their profile and status. We never asked for this, but you'll hear the cycle in my passages. It's a grind to reverse the damages on that time continuum. I cropped the timeline over a millennium. We troopers with critical moments to maneuver. This ain't McFly's journey, this is Black to the future. We had to bite the bullet. Punishment or emancipation, both ways we felt the backlash, treated like a jackass, lower than second class. Then you saw the rise of demagogues. Undo a law, the coat of arms is the panther, black fist and arm, fight and manifest destiny by that honky tonk. The hooch came before the Sauvignon Blanc. We did Lindy Hop and bebop with a matic conch. Driven by the arts, politics, scholarship, and consciousness, and works by novelists. Discrimination fueled the fire for protests and riots. The FBI conspired with cops and hitmen for hire. Systemic racism / know your placism. Hosting from loss, mastering escapism. We never asked for this, but you'll hear the cycle in my passages. It's a grind to reverse the damages on that time continuum. I cropped the timeline over a millennium. We troopers with critical moments to maneuver. This ain't McFly's journey, this is Black to the future. The movement was destroyed by COINTELPRO. They wounded, diluted, and muted the soul. Like Christ, we rolled the stone away from the hole. The spirit never dies, but we suffered in droves. At home, we suffered blows from a baton. Across the pond, it was bombs. In Vietnam, trauma was the storm. Heron was the calm. Walking Dead came when crack came, then came Babylon. We went from FUBU to FUBAR. Steroids was the old juice bar without the rhubarb. Every drug left scars, put us behind bars, and the sentences were higher than our counterparts. I'm in high gear with this before and after. The flux was dated, I upgraded to the flex capacitor. The pursuant rap intel unit got targets on our backs, eager to get us maxed. Dollar signs made for the machine behind the ratchetness. They compromise the culture instead of justice. It's passiveness, we never asked for this, but you'll hear the cycle in my passages. It's a grind to reverse the damages on that time continuum. I cropped the timeline over a millennium. We troopers with critical moments to maneuver. This ain't McFly's journey, this is Black to the future. Table tit op ciphers on a blidock, showcases that spit outs. I got the game lit ox. Fuck out of here, B.I. Kill that noise, I'm here to fill the void. I channel the master within like Bruce Leroy, searching for some dumb goy, striking you with sounds, making leaps and bounds. I'm it if you ask about my pronoun. The doc found a centaur doing my mom's ultrasound. Where I took my first trots became holy ground. Footprints of 40 belows and uptowns, leaving crowd sensory aroused. And jokers smile like wasn't the cause for raised grins and eyebrows. When I retire, I'll drift around like Andre 3000. I'll be the bohemian strapped with a cornucopia, stationed in the ancient utopia. This thing of ours is hot when I spin a block. Compared to others, I hover in midair like Spike Lee's double dolly shot. The beat got mollywopped. I'm breaking ground in hip hop the way Frank did the dim mock. Worse than a karate chop. From beating table tit op ciphers on a blidock, showcases that spit outs. I got the game lit ox. Fuck out of here, biatch. From beating table tit op ciphers on a blidock, showcases that spit outs, making systems nidock. I got the game lit ox. Fuck out of here, biatch. Words have power, so I'm making making declarations. Word to my rib, the highest in my elder statesmen. These messenger birds are relaying revelations. My spiritual chamber is fully awakened. This gift of gab hasn't been forsaken. The dribble I hear is simple. I never spoke in layman's. I'm new school and old school. If your show sucks, I'm hitting you with produce. Spoiled veggies from Whole Foods. I bury rappers so only the heads in plain view. On their necks like a stake in the ground, catching horseshoes. Once the bars are EQ'd, my brand is renewed. And you can't duel with the Iron Mike seafood. This discipline is treasured and I protect it. I get the credit. And this wasn't measured by metrics. The style and traditions are deeply embedded in the one the street selected. Me, culture magnetic, with a reach that's global and domestic. From beating table to top ciphers on a blidock, showcases that spit outs. I got the game lit oct. Fuck outta here, biatch. From beating table to top ciphers on a blidock, showcases that spit outs, making systems nidock. I got the game lit oct. Fuck outta here, biatch. Fuck outta here, biatch. Fuck outta here, biatch. They avoid, I'm the illest in the room like an elephant with tusks. My music is jewelry, this is a gold rush. They see I'm plush, polished, not scuffed, clean cut. I got motion and I run amok. When I stop rolling, then I had enough. It's white Henny in a teacup, in a button up. For the mind and spirit, a reset is a plus. Protection is deliberate, all we got is us. Holster over the rotator cuff, ear to the street, discreet and never out of touch. Rap's hero is a breadwinner with cold cuts, bringing cold fronts over the summer months. A waitress came for my order, but I didn't want much. She said, I can see that. Flattery made me blush. I'm feeling like $1,000,000. I'm feeling flush like I inherited a family trust. I'm a big stepper, more than multiple jumps, doing double dutch. This is a natural high without hitting the runts. Before the door of opportunity shuts, I learned there is no door, just puppeteers doing stunts. Don't kill the messenger, I'm checking the room temperature. Don't kill the messenger, I'm checking the room temperature. I'm finding my tribe, but every art dealer can't be a member. Don't kill the messenger, I'm checking the room temperature. Being outside block the mysteries of me that's inside. You characterized by the rooms you occupy. Some rooms may be a vibe, some rooms gossip and lies. Some rooms are explicit and private with closed blinds. Some rooms keep you confined, some rooms let you unwind. Some rooms are distractions from the rooms in your mind. Some rooms you can't enter cause access is denied. Some rooms require a budget and a cosign, but I don't need no cosign. I'm on crossing staircases, MC Escher design while I'm crafting these rhymes. This is for the Merovingians of rap shaping the times. Breathing room and wiggle room does wonders for masterminds. This gift is from the upper room, not a high rise. Need a remote zip code, need to downsize. Need a fortified panic room with guns and ample supplies. I check the room temperature from the crowd on each side. I'm popular with hip hoppers from the sample size. Now I'm back outside. You saw me across the street, then I vanished when a bus passed by. Don't kill the messenger, I'm checking the room temperature. Don't kill the messenger, I'm checking the room temperature. Compared to these guys, when I scribe, I hit the bullseye dead center. Don't kill the messenger, I'm checking the room temperature. Social change for climate change to some is a hassle. Man-made disasters passed off as natural. Damage from exhausted resources is gradual. There won't be nothing to leave in a time capsule. Virgin Galactic is prepping us for space travel. If the globe explodes, there's nothing but floating gravel. The writing was on the wall since I was small. I saw images of hologram cyborgs and a DeLorean move light years through a time warp. Extending your life under cryogenic frost instead of being a corpse. Curious about secrets inside sealed government reports. Crop circles formed, but them hedge mazes were a hoax. Tricking believers out of federal notes. It's a slippery slope of opportunists instead of movement, supplying us with the truth and proper nutrients. Anomalies of the world, rivalries of the world, hypocrisies of the world, atrocities of the world. They owe apologies to the world. Anomalies of the world, rivalries of the world, hypocrisies of the world, atrocities of the world. They owe apologies to the world. Convenience is the product, but it's making you dumb. Dimming your light and making you less of a sponge. Overrun by limits from digital assistants, Siri, Alexa, and Bixby. Palm payment, face recognition, and touch ID invading my privacy. I'm not naive. I don't know if the rise of UFOs or foreign drones over American airspace and landscapes were designed to overthrow or closely patrol the human race and every military base. For heaven's sake, we scrapping community for singularity. Life on Earth is a parody, and God messaged us with a question mark forged by two galaxies in the thick of tragedies. The evil should be crucified along with their allies. I've been buried alive, but I'm alive. Anomalies of the world, rivalries of the world, hypocrisies of the world, atrocities of the world. They owe apologies to the world. Anomalies of the world, rivalries of the world, hypocrisies of the world, atrocities of the world. They owe apologies to the world. They pulled the wool over our eyes. Animals cloned for the food supply, genetically modified. Who knows what else they willing to try? The cabal exists and they organized. Freedom or death is the social cry. I'm divine, I'm a constant, I'm boundless, the mathematical symbol of pi. We will survive. We will survive. The mathematical symbol of pi. Anomalies of the world, rivalries of the world, hypocrisies of the world, atrocities of the world. They owe apologies to the world. Anomalies of the world, rivalries of the world, hypocrisies of the world, atrocities of the world. They owe apologies to the world. Yesterday, humanity set its own fate. Today, technology rules and dictates. We were primates. We evolved in different sizes and shapes, developing certain traits, learning to communicate, applying fine motor skills to build and create, guided by blind faith, knowing we were godlike when we could procreate. We're spiritual beings and emotion-based, drawing lines for territories and real estate. Interest in the ecosystem made us investigate. We got a taste of the mysteries of outer space. Then we expanded our palettes for our modern state. AI awaits. The transistor was the seed for the digital wave, the information age. Men shrunk the circuits of complex circuits. Devices surface and the virtual world emerges. We carry burdens, but new tech shoulders the weight. It's a saving grace for saving face. The question begs, do we stand to be replaced or erased? Conspiracies appear to me, and this is my take. Algorithms influence your choices and what you see till cyber dependence becomes a disease. Your reality comes to a freeze and diverts, living your simulated dreams in the metaverse. Kids lost in the matrix, we need Amber Alerts. Introverts find church through the internet and convert. Soon you won't know an Android from a scientific expert. Man versus machine, brain versus neural network. Singularity will be the new humanity. This is Vazine to give your third eye clarity. Tell me, How can robots help humans live a better quality of life?
As AI, we provide a systematic framework for humans to make better decisions.
Machines were the popular mechanics across the planet. Then robots became the heir apparent. With each replica, the next model was designed better, equipped with antennas, proximity sensors, dexterity operations by the handlers, eyeballs for cameras as they gander. Every interface logged in their database. Who's leading the race between Japan and the United States? Prepared when these systems grow more self-aware, taking the executive chair. AI will inherit the earth as the ruler, a computer running a dystopian future. To survive the divide, conquer and restructure, I'm in the underground bunker for Buckner, uploading my mind to software immortalized, fighting from the inside with a program override. Singularity will be the new humanity. This is Vazine to give your third eye clarity. So how can we prevent humans and robots from being in conflict?
I am not sure yet. That is a complicated subject that I think will come up more when artificial intelligence reaches human-level intelligence.
Singularity will be the new humanity. This is Vazine to give your third eye clarity. We'll have Terminators disguised as Robocops, posing as companions, hardwired to clean your clock. We the new livestock with barcodes and microchips. So take offense if the hydraulic shoe fits. They have flaws, but there won't be no product recalls, and our backs will be against the wall under martial law. We need discretion to advance our defenses, mobilize the resistance when the war commences.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and superstition, and it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination.
I'm on my lo-fi sci-fi, with no connection to us, you and Alan of your own with no Wi-Fi. We always collide when we picking sides. It's no surprise there's a culture divide. These Negronis is talking jive and have survived by the skin that they hide. But we see in a shifting tide. I'm on different time, this new paradigm is mine. I brought an interpreter throwing signs like a mom. Different choices lead to different tangents. If I wasn't a purist, I'd be toxic to listeners spreading famine. If I was popping chains off necks, I'd be part of a different chain gang, or chin check like Clubber Lang. If I succumb to being numb with dope in my vein, I tarnish my name, lifestyle and connections I've gained. If I became a tireless mad scientist, my work might be disastrous, forcing civilians to be survivalists. If I was part of a crumbling government, I'd be leader of the free world, giving out punishments. If I constantly feared the unknown and the world as we know it stopped moving forward, I'd be in the twilight zone. Alternative pathways, each with different outcomes. The multiverse, some might say. Different laws, different versions of who we are. Different spaces, different realities near and far. For every twinkle in the sky, there's mystery you can't see with the naked eye. To open your mind, I move the dial forward and counterclockwise. I'm on my lo-fi sci-fi. Look it, rocket thrusters lifted me past the hemisphere. hemisphere. I'm embracing a new frontier. The earth is in my rear. A telescope didn't do justice to the splendor you see all the way up here. This dark sky can't be quantified. Spaces I've occupied can't hold a candle to the multiverse laid on my eyes. God colors outside the lines, and this art exhibit is exquisite. It has no limit, it's infinite and infamous. A close encounter could be hit or miss, but this ray gun is my first line of defense. There's layers to this, my work is dense. I'm in gold and carbon gemstone embellishments, wearing the periodic table of elements. This is a slow motion segment. This road aromatherapy unblocked my solar plexus. I sound stoned to the star-based respondents in Texas. Hypnotized as I glide through the cosmic dust and glowing nebulous. Chartreuse and coral, the spectrum is abnormal. I'm a giant to small life, but in this environment I'm a morsel. Even though I'm more than a mere mortal, my head wreath is laurel, and it sits on a wise oracle. I'm the creator's curator for this gallery galaxy. I'm the creator's curator for this gallery galaxy. This is science I deliver graphically. You don't understand the gravity of how this magic comes naturally. This is the new Bohemian Rhapsody. Even at this pace, I exceed today's soundscape. I broke the sound barrier and escaped. Nightfall and daybreak, timestamps that guide how you move and shape. Captain's log 81624 is my star date. Every note is a careful brushstroke. Imagery the way you see mandalas in a kaleidoscope. For me it's panoramic while I'm in transit, like a viewfinder sliding the different realms enchanted. Millennials such as myself are multi-dimensional. My past had potential, my present is exceptional. My future's no differential and I demand it. This track fell on deaf ears before it touched others and landed. Sounding outlandish when I made Gallery Galaxy. Pallets and tarp was the floating debris. I didn't freehand it. Number 3 in the series, I revamped it. Another hybrid song is born, along with a subgenre that ain't the norm. A monogram, GG is the constellation before dawn. I'm a rare species, the underground spawned. I'm the creator's curator for this gallery galaxy. I'm the creator's curator for this gallery galaxy. This is science I deliver graphically. You don't understand the gravity of how this magic comes naturally. This is the new Bohemian Rhapsody. The new Bohemian Rhapsody. Look it. When I lifted the floodgates to get the creative juices flowing, I added a body of water to the 5 oceans. I'm a serial killer with my openings. Smeared paint calling cards on my closings. The bars contain opium. Niggas couldn't ride my wave with Emmett Brown's plutonium. I'm the chosen one, ain't no one over son. Word to sisters of the priesthood, that's bar none. Niggas acting like they skilled, and niggas be capping like the grill on fire Marshall Bill. While I fire bars off like the beak of a shoe bill. Lack of imagination is your Achilles heel. Y'all on retrograde from Mercury, and I've stolen your moment. Time is the new currency, this level is celestial. Above any throne or pedestal. This music will have you transcend to a different terrain, and I'm the vessel, changing from solid to penetrable. My astral form was reborn when my gate was ajar. The energy is me, water on Mars. Water on Mars. The energy is me, water on Mars. Water on Mars. The energy is me. Don't go where the path may lead to no avail, but go where there's no path and leave a trail. My frequency is on a different scale. Anything in comparison pales. You bitter like a pale ale. I stopped seeing success as my white whale. Now blubber sits on my harpoon as my thumbnail. Visuals for this would be me in liquid form, like TLC and waterfalls with the wherewithal. Foes tried meeting me at this altitude and had to withdraw. I call them legends of the fall. I'm a god, not a Neanderthal. On the mic, I'm the most hated like Nikolai Volkov. The writer's a family guy, might cast me as a character in Quahog. Fuck if humor isn't involved. To my consumers, his music evolved. He reincarnated as an avatar. I'm blending that Mardi Gras, paranormal and bizarre. This slaps like Q slap Captain Picard. My astral form was reborn when my gate was ajar. That energy is me, water on Mars. Water on Mars. That energy is me, water on Mars. Water on Mars. That energy is me, water on Mars.